Good day, open hearts, and thank you for being here at the Shell Energy. We are just about to close the TERCENA of TOG. TOG is in a while the frequencies of balance, meaning a lot of people say karma, which karma is nothing other than just, balance. It's the same thing. But karma creates this discomfort and it triggers people, that word. But we haven't really been in the wheel of karma that we read or watch on TV and so movies for many, many years. But we still require balance. Every so often, every couple of weeks, we need to rebalance, if not every day, a couple of times a day. If you're not aware of doing that, then every couple of weeks, the frequency comes to claim balance. And we are moving through the week of TOG, which is the balancing week. And this today is 12 AJPU. AJPU is the Galactic shaman. It sounds like so cool. But to me, the AJPU always represented, and again, this is just to me, my opinion, in the corner of my universe here, AJPU represents to me our light body, our luminous body. And 12 is a frequency of gathering. We gather more light. We gather and strengthen our luminous body, our beautiful light garment, and create more and more space in our physical body to anchor our light body. And days like today are really nice to try to feel our luminous body, our light body. And it's not difficult, especially now that we're being bombarded by all these frequencies of light from the sun and the planet and, the inner sun, which I see the inner sun is like, it pumps like a heart. And then the sun is coming in and also blasting, frequencies of light, this strong plasma. So it's not difficult to feel our light body nowadays. You just go into meditation, nice and quiet state, and use your hands and have the intention to play with your light body, and you will feel it. You can start at the top, you start at the bottom, you start at your heart, whatever you want to do. But I personally feel it like a jelly type of thing, like a gelatin. It's not the same than when you go through the different fields, when you move through your heart field, or when you go through, the aura is different. It's like a glove that sometimes is very strong and jelly-like, and sometimes is very silky, depending on the frequencies of the day and what you're working. And when I say you working, meaning your higher self. Okay, your higher self is the guide, is the one that is on the driver seat. So depending on what you're working, that's how you feel your light body. The aura is something else. Your aura has always been there. Your light body was not encased in your physicality before. So it comes and goes and comes and goes. For some people it stays longer. For some people it's just glimpses and leave. And some people it stays on the side here and there. So it's important that you play with it and get used to and call it in, and have the intention that is always with you. This is the connection between the light body and your physical body is seamless, and you want to have that knowing, you want to have that intention so that you can call it in. Okay, the light body in itself is going to increase thousandfold the wisdom of your physical body. So it's very important that you marry them. Your physical body is here to receive your full consciousness, and that's what we are working with. We've been working since we were born on that. That is the goal. many of us have specific paths and challenges and destinies that we need to move forward and achieve, supposedly. But the main reason we are here is to bring in full consciousness into our physicality. That is the function of our physical body. That's why the physical body began to be very, very important after like 2019. You need to start clearing it really good. You need to make sure that you listen, you're connected to respond, to see what is it that is needed, and what is it. Does it need hydration? Does it need solid food? Does it need more air or exercise? Whatever it needs, is very important you're connected to your physicality, because your physicality is the container for your consciousness. And consciousness, to me, is your Godhood, your source self, your God self. It's the same thing for me. That to me, it's just the same thing. So as we are bringing more and more and more of our organic signature, our self as source, into the physical body, it's also important that we work with all of the layers that encase the physical body, to keep them balanced and focus on this beautiful balance without passing judgment. Because remember, we need to stay in the present moment now that we are in this new beautiful crystalline template, because this is where we can create and move forward and do all the wonderful things that we want to do for the communities, for our brothers and sisters. So it's important that you stay in the present moment. And you're not in the present moment when you are thinking that I should be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that, because then you're in the past and the present. Or if you're asking so many whys, why did this happen, why does that mean? The whys are in the past, not in the present. So keep an eye of where you're at. Where are you operating from? And the luminous body keeps you in the present. The luminous body is like an egg that holds you in 0 point. That's why it's so important that you work with getting to know, getting comfortable, feeling it, talking to it, loving it, because the luminous body holds you in 0 point. And once you get familiar with the frequency of the luminous body, which is AJPU today, which is funny, it's so cute. The Nawal AJPU, I know it is the galactic shaman and this grandiose, but it is a snail, a beautiful little snail. My daughter has a little snail tattoo and a big snail tattoo, and it's so beautiful. As soon as I saw it, it's like, oh, that's AJPU. When you got there, that humble energy, that tranquility, that patience of the snail, okay, that knowingness that whatever happens, it's gonna get there in perfect timing. So I need you to question yourself about how you feel with the whole issue of your body being here to receive your full consciousness. Are you okay with that? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about you embodying more and more of your organic source self, your Godhood? How do you feel about that? Are you feeling excited? Do you feel a little bit afraid? Do you feel that you're not prepared, or you need to prepare something? Oh, go boil water, cut some sheets. Nothing like that. Work with what you have in front of you. Don't at this point get panic and afraid about what you did not clear and took care of before. Do what's in front of you. If jealousy is coming forth, which is a lot of that's coming in right now. A lot of jealousy and anger. Anger was present all last week. It's just coming in to be clear. To sometimes you don't have to do anything other than just witness the emotion that is present, and with the intention to not negate it, to witness it, and to clear it, and just allow it to be present. Have it in front of you without judgment, and it will pass. Everything passes, okay? The only thing that stays the same is what's true, and that is love. So at this point, again, don't try to read all the books and go and do all the clearing and greed work and, you know, saging everything all at once, because you are in the perfect place in your journey. Okay, this is what you gotta do. You gotta be present, be the witness to what presents, and understand that everything that comes your way, everything is just information. It's just information. Once you start getting comfortable with bringing into your physicality more and more of a connection with the luminous body, the luminous body brings this inner authority that will help you then navigate so much easier. It just drops the wanting to control. It drops a lot of the guilt also of not doing things with others or with different organizations or anything like that. The luminous body brings a beautiful state of inner authority, and that's what I want you to know. So you just working what is in front of you, clear it, experience it without judging it. Just love it, be grateful because it came through, and show, you know, that that's what still needs to be clear. And if it's just a beautiful experience, it's a beautiful experience. Leave it, okay? Enjoy the beingness with this experience, you know, work with it, enjoy it. And if it's not a beautiful experience, know that it's going to pass. You just need to not hide, do not run away. You need to witness and be present with it, because by you doing that, it will clear, it will move through. Remember, like light, let everything move through you without judgment and with appreciation for this opportunity that you have to be here, because you came here for this. This is the next few years coming in. This is why you came, to experience this and to help bring forth the big change that is coming. So don't be afraid. Work with what's in front of you, allow it to move through you, do the best you can, and just have faith on yourself and in, you know, brothers and sisters. Everybody's doing the best they can, and as inner and outer narratives fall, there are empty spaces that are left, and a lot of egos try to fill it in with more narratives. Just let it be, okay? Remember, what does that have to do with your journey? Nothing, okay? You take care of yourself best you can, walk the path best you can, be the change, be the light wherever you do, with whatever you have, okay? And with that, I wish you the best 12 AJPU day there is. Have you seen rainbows? This is the month that I have seen the most rainbows, and I can't remember how long. It's like every couple of days there's a rainbow, and a full rainbow, not just a little, full rainbow every couple of days. And these rainbows have a lot of violet in it, which is the one in the I see them, the one in the inside. I don't know if you see them the same. And they are very strong violet, which before you couldn't see the violet that much. You could see the red, you could see the blue, the yellows, but the violet was always very pale. Now these violets are very strong, and they are coming through to help us transmute and move through, change what comes our way, you know, without judging it that is good or bad, just allowing us to move through it. Okay, let it move through. That's why there's so much violet energy right now. Next, TERCENA, I believe, is Ik, the hummingbird, and that's going to be very interesting because it's the TERCENA that's going to bring in June, and that's all about communication from the heart, and that's going to be fun too. Let me see what else I wanted to stop and say. Oh, we are back in the studio. I think that for June we're gonna have 2 for 1. If you want to call, email, to make an appointment, bring your friend, bring your brother, bring your sister, with your mom, your dad, whoever, your coworker. We're gonna do 2 for 1 because we want June to come smooth. We see that it's going to be, communication is going to be in the front line, you know, the way we speak, the way we hear, and the way we move through others' fields, you know. We share the experiences for however long that is. It's going to be very, very important. So that's why, you know, how do you communicate? You can't be by yourself and communicate. Yeah, well, yeah, I do that all the time. I talk to myself all the time. But because it's a dance of communication with all our other selves, brothers and sisters in this new grid, I'm gonna be doing a 2 for 1 for the consultations with the flowers. And if you like energetic transmissions, the same, but you know, the energetic transmissions are all on heart donation, so it's a little difficult to kind of figure it out, but just bring somebody else. For the flowers, that's a set amount, but it will be 2 for 1. Okay, and your session includes at least one of the bottles. It usually is 2 bottles, but definitely at least 1 bottle you go home with, depending on what you like to work with. Thank you so much for coming with an open heart and an open mind. Thank you for your shares, your likes and subscribes. Thank you for your questions. I got more questions. I just have to catch up and do the videos to answer the questions, but just email me the questions so you can post them in the comments, and I will answer. Thank you so much for remembering that we are the angels. Divine blessings. Namaste.